Hello, hello, Aquarius. So this is a love and relationship reading for the month of April. And I'm going to do a start, stop, and continue spread. And this is going to be for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. So what does Aquarius need to stop doing in their love relationship? What does Aquarius need to start doing in their love relationships? And what does Aquarius need to continue doing in their love relationships? So the first card that I pulled is the Judgment reverse. This is in the stop position. So upright, this card is kind of like you've completed a task and you're kind of looking back and seeing everything that you've done up until that point. So we're talking about relationships. It's kind of like you're looking at relationships that you've been in, the current relationship that you're having. You're kind of just like, seeing maybe whether it's going to move forward into a marriage or, whether or not it's time to part ways. It's kind of like, it's like the deciding day as to taking into account everything that's happened up to that point. But it's in the reverse. And it's in the stop position, which is telling me that it's like you might be overthinking. Like Aquarius, we know I'm Aquarius, so I understand this very well, that we tend to overthink things a lot. And we tend to judge ourselves really harshly. And so I feel as though we may be judging ourselves in a relationship, our partners in a relationship, our partner's past, our personal past history, things that we've seen in other relationships. Like we're judging ourselves really, really harshly on this. And it's blocking actually seeing the good that is happening in our love relationships. So it's saying to stop being such a harsh critic with yourself. Be a little bit gentler, Aquarius. We know you want to be the best of the best, and I understand that 100%. And you really want, your potential partner or the partner that you're currently with to really, to represent you as a person. But the judging, the critique in you, it's not necessarily going to help you find the person that you're meant to connect with. It's going to most likely attract to you people that you're able to judge. So I would suggest that, since we're saying to stop judging and stop criticizing, is that you may want to start looking at what you would want in a partner and what you can offer a partner. So really seeing how you show up in the world and start looking for the positive elements in another person and in yourself. This kind of suggesting to me that, a little bit more self-love needs to go into the mix here. We definitely are our own harsh critics, and it's kind of like we think that it's fair and that we're supposed to, judge ourselves harshly to produce great results. We live in a society, we've been taught this all of our life, that, it's like reward and punishment, and, judging, people's actions, and this means this. And I understand that that's like the way that we've been conditioned, but it actually lends you to be a really harsh critic on yourself. And this card in this position is kind of saying, we got to stop. We got to love ourselves a little bit more. We got to take care of ourselves a little bit more. We tend to say things to ourselves that we would never say to anybody else in our wildest dreams. And so start taking a look at your thoughts, especially with how you think about yourself, and just kind of be a little more gentle with yourself and gentle with how you view your relationship and what kind of relationship that you want to be in. But then we got to start, and it's our card. It's the Star card. And obviously I might be a little bit biased, but it's one of my favorite cards in the deck, because it is Aquarius's tarot card. So this card though means hope. So if we're been judging ourselves really harshly, we might not be in the happiest of places right now. within your relationships. And, you know, if you're looking for a potential relationship, maybe you haven't found someone in a really long time and you don't necessarily think that anybody's out there, and you're starting to judge yourself. What's wrong with me? Like, why can't I meet someone that I connect with, et cetera, et cetera. We all know the thoughts that go through your head, most likely. But this is saying that after the dark, after, you know, the tower is right before this card. The tower is like an upheaval, and it's usually just a disaster. But it's saying, like, at the end of the disaster and the end of the darkness, there's going to be the star. There's going to be a light. It's hope. And so this is telling me that whether you're in a relationship or not right now, whether you're looking for one or you're not looking for one, is that to start having hope again. Start having a positive outlook to love and relationships. Like, start remembering what it was like when you were dreaming about your ideal relationship when you were a child, and start remembering how excited and happy you are. You're going to have to release all your old baggage, all that's in the past, all that's the tower. Anything that's happened that you found to be negative in your past, that's all got to stay in the past. This card is for the now. It's the sense of hope. It's the sense of possibility. It's the sense that what you want wants you. So if you're looking for a divine life partner, your divine life partner is also looking for you. And to have that hope that if you're wishing on that little star, that your divine life partner is also wishing on that star. It actually makes me feel almost a little bit emotional, because it's like as Aquarius, we're always we take care of everybody else, and we're always good. We're always fine. We really are very strong-willed as a sign. But sometimes, you do want to have a little bit of that love and be taken care of. But we come across as not emotional, that people don't really realize that it's something that we need. So when I say that, someone's wishing on a star about me or about you, it really touches my heart that someone is searching for me to take care of me and to support me. And it's just kind of nice, because I always take care of everybody. So I feel like most Aquarius, well, ones that I know anyways, they kind of resonate with that idea as well. So this is saying to start having some hope, because what you want wants you. And then in the continue position is the 5 of Swords. Now, this is really interesting, because we're kind of talking about getting out of our head with our negative self-talk and, bringing in more self-love into our life. And 5s in general are just about conflict and struggle. Swords are an air, so that's about, thoughts and conflict, or thoughts and ideas and communication. So it's kind of saying, though, to continue being yourself, Aquarius. What I love about Aquarius is that they are so unique. They are so, they have a unique perspective. Their mind works in a different way. I've always find them interesting, entertaining. The way that they think, I personally find to be really interesting. So it's kind of suggesting battles, but I think of it more as playing devil's advocate. So in love, I just think that don't necessarily shy away of having a battle of wits, or in your relationship, if you're having little spats or little mini tiffs or whatnot, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because Aquarius likes that kind of engagement, mental engagement. And so finding a partner, or if you're with a partner, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're challenged by someone's point of view or opinion. It's like saying allow for these fights to happen, because you're going to grow more as a human being, and then it's also going to allow you to be a little more compassionate, because you're going to have seen more people's sides of the story, more people's perspective, rather than just your own. So don't shy away from a little bit of a mental sparring match, because it's good for you, Aquarius. And I think that in a potential partner, that it's definitely something that you would want to look for, someone that really stimulates your mental capacity. And they got to be really funny. They got to be funny. So I hope that resonated with you, Aquarius, and I will see you in May. Subscribe over here and share this video with your friends.